No, that's because Morris did that for a month.
It was his birthday.
We'll do it.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene.
Good
As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Tate. He's brought down to the 16, would have been...
Hold on. Here you go. I got
Thank you.
this. It's wet.
I'm ready.
Better off to take the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's complete to the left. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Still running at the 40. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. In the opening drive, nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Moore will throw. Now rolling to the left. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Graham. Oh, he's got some space. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They're going to run it.
What?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively,
Pulls it in on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
Gonna run it. It's Whittington. He has the first and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Oregon!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. That's caught. It's Graham. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
you got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the right. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All the way out to the pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Finds a crease at the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a day. His third rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one.
Chill out,
He'll
bro.
start this drive from the 18-yard line. Moore to the air. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game.
Pulls in the deep ball. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be...
It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Ducks!
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Bro, stop. Put that down, bro. Go sit down somewhere. Bring it to her. We'll take it to her. Stop doing all that extra stuff.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the run, it's Rodgers. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter.
Put what on?
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel,
we're
as these
talking
stats
about.
will show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. To the ground with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
Hey, where
get
they
this
at?
running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field
Okay.
on third down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50.
And it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football, trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that first down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you have this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, and give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a clear job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Under fire. Got a man. It's low.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
After the run, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Whittington. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's got great speed. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No
Good.
no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you can be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
Fielded in the end zone. It's down. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air. It's Sayed. Finds his big tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Looking left. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds. You can live to play another day here on this drive.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield very late in the half. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. Got his man on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He got it, and that will extend their lead even further. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half.
Billy, why do you keep calling him? Why do you keep calling him?
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Moore to the air. This time it's complete. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He'll turn and throw back right. A dangerous idea. Touchdown, Oregon!
so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to walk to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Fights off a defender.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And he broke
Dude, man, stop. Damn, bro. Go sit down.
And the Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Back to throw, it's Sayed. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play doesn't feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Fires to the wideouts. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
But I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the...
Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Line getting set on second down. Defense in press coverage. Quarterback extends the play. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown, Buckeyes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Moore will throw. Looking for an open area to his left. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Keep spinning the bean like that, and you start to believe this kid might have the... He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Ducks! And here they come, almost all the way back. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
That was Amari.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The lone back's got it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He might want another play. To the air, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
He'll try to toss it. Looking down the middle. Makes a catch. Converts on fourth down. Is still on his feet. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the move, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gather maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Got his man. Powers through. Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first-and-goal opportunity.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Back to pass on second down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
To fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance and left. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Moore to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this off.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Takes it the other way. Inside the 10. And he...